To the Pastor's Podcast. Good to have you along with me today. I'm glad that you're with me. Thank you so much for coming along. Here we are, the end of the week, and I'm glad that you're here. Friday, had a good day yesterday. Buried one of our own, and then we went soul winning, and right after the memorial service, and several were saved. And that's always exciting to see people get saved as we go out soul winning. I get excited about that, seeing what God can do in the lives of people if we will just be a soul winner. My friend, that's the greatest thing that anybody could ever do is to go soul winning. And now this weekend, we have Fresh Start Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing God do something mighty there as we go out this tomorrow, go soul winning tomorrow, and then a Sunday we're giving actually to everybody in Sunday school. We're giving out hot chocolate or coffee, one of the two, in packets for them to take home. And but Sunday is critical, Maranatha Baptist Church. Would you be with me this Sunday, 9:45, both Sunday morning and Sunday night, critical to what God's going to do. And I want you to be in your place this Sunday morning and Sunday night, critical to our year as we get going and talk about our theme that we're going to have. I want you to make sure that you're there today or tomorrow on Sunday. Let's talk now about the power of Christ's presence in your life. John 11:37 says, and some of them said, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind have caused that even this man should not have died? When Jesus came to the grave where Jesus had been laid, the people weeping at the grave understood the power of Christ's presence that could have kept Lazarus from dying. They perceived that nobody died in Christ's presence. That's what they perceived. They asked, could not this man which opened the eyes of the blind have caused that even this man should not have died? They knew that those who were sick in Christ's presence were healed. And that had Christ been present when Lazarus was sick, he would not have died, and he would have been healed. They had known that. Now, the power of Christ's presence is that wherever Christ is, and whoever he touches, the place is never the same. The person that is in Christ's presence is always changed. It was the impotent man that laid at the pool of Bethesda for 38 years, who had his life changed at the presence of Christ. It was a blind man begging on the roadside that had his eyes healed and life changed at the presence of Jesus Christ. It was a cheating and stealing Zacchaeus whose life was eternally changed at the presence of Jesus Christ. It was those who were possessed of devils that had their lives changed at the presence of Jesus Christ. You see, if Christ's presence in these many instances and many others that the scriptures talked about had their lives and situations changed that people faced, he certainly could change your life and your situation if you'll let him. You got to understand that Christ's presence can change the status quo, but Christ will not force his power on any person. We've got to remember that he could not do many mighty works in his hometown because of their unbelief. Oh, he had the power to do it, but their unbelief kept him. He could have changed both thieves on the cross, but only one thief called on Jesus Christ. And that man's life was changed in his walking the street of gold in heaven because he let the power of Christ's presence change his life. See, only one life can change. Only Christ can change your life because his power, he has the power to change your life. Christian, you have the power of Christ's presence dwelling in you, which means that no matter what situation in life you face today, his presence can change your life and your situation. The power of Christ's presence in a marriage can change that marriage if both couples will allow his presence to change your marriage. The power of Christ's presence in a home can change a dysfunctional home into a blessed home if they allow the power of Christ's presence to change that home. You see, a church can thrive if they allow the power of Christ's presence to change them. And the soul winner can be used to see souls saved if they let the power of Christ's presence to change them. A Sunday school teacher can certainly see God do something mighty if they let the power of Christ's presence change their life. You see, it all comes down to what will you do with the power of Christ's presence? That's what it comes down to. You see, so many people, we struggle and we say, what am I going to do? Stop trying. Listen to me. Stop trying to do something with your own power. Let Christ do it. See, Pilate said, "What will you do with?" He said, "What will you do with Christ?" There are many people in Christ. There is people there. They could have let Christ's power change their life, but they did not. Instead, they allowed him to be crucified, and they never saw what the power of Christ's presence could do. Judas Iscariot kissed the very cheek that could have changed his life, but instead he's burning in hell because he did not allow the power of Christ's presence to change his life. Oh, my friend, are you struggling with temptation? Does temptation seem to take your life? Let the power of Christ's presence change your life. Are you struggling with problems in your life? Financially, are you struggling? You're struggling with things in your life that could be changed. It just let the power of Christ's presence change you. Oh, I wish you could get this. You see, so many people, they're doing everything themselves, and they're missing the very power that Christ. If you're saying, do you have the power of Christ resting on the inside? And he can change your life. He can change the status quo. Churches don't have to be dead if they'll let the power of Christ's presence change that church. The souls could be saved by the soul winner if the power of Christ worked through them. The Sunday school teacher could see God do great things in their Sunday school class if they let the power of Christ work through them. The bus captain could, and the bus worker could see God do something mighty in their life if they let the power of Christ change their life. My friend, it's up to you. What are you going to do today? You going to let the power of Christ's presence be wasted in your life, or are you going to take that power and say, I'm going to let Christ do something mighty in my life? Because that power on the inside. Hey, lost person, can I say this? Christ can save your soul if you will accept his payment, so that and you accept his payment. His presence comes in your life, and your eternity changes from hell to heaven. Your name gets written in the Lamb's book of life. Oh, what a joy it is to have all these things happen. My friend, it's the power of Christ's presence. What are you going to do with his presence? Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Let Christ's power be that power that can change your life and those around you. Well, I hope this is a great help to you today. Now, let's remember today, be good to everyone. Everyone's having a tough time. Have a great day, my friend.